Thank you very much for the invitation. Hopefully you can hear me very well. Yes, I am a Zero Emission buses specialist for Marcopolo Group. Volgren belongs to Marcopolo many years ago, and Marcopolo is one of the giant bus manufacturers in the world, and he has plants around the world. 3 plants in Australia, a part of the head office in Brazil, and South Africa, Colombia, etc. Marcopolo and all the plants around the world are committed for the decarbonization of the transport and to develop zero emission vehicles, especially in my area, that is buses. You saw many buses, Volgren electric buses on the road now. It's funny because 5 years ago it was not. And I developed the first electric bus in Australia for Malaysian government. I was not part of Volgren. And none of the governments or local governments were interested to keep the technology. They say, okay. But now the things are changing, and it's very glad to see all of you working in the decarbonization in different areas. So my area is the transport. I am a technologist. I develop electric buses and hydrogen buses, and also I work in another industry for trucks before. Marcopolo developed prototypes, hydrogen buses 10 years ago, just this one on the right side. And we developed the battery electric called a GV on the left hand side. That bus, it was around 5 prototypes, and this bus is on the road and with the customers in Brazil. In regards of the hydrogen development for Marcopolo Group, we have 2 hydrogen buses in Australia. I don't know why the flag of Australia is missing here, something like that, but it meant to be the flag of Australia there. That top Volgren Australia, 2 hydrogen fuel cell buses in partnership with Ride Bus. Is one of the first or the leader bus manufacturer in Northern Ireland. One of these buses, it was presented in Brisbane Bus and Coach exhibition in September, and TransLink Queensland raised the hand and they have it. The second bus is in our factory in Dandenong, getting ready. Maybe this month it's gonna be shipped to TransLink as well. Marcopolo Colombia developed last year one of a hydrogen bus. Is on trial, and everybody is excited in Colombia as well. Marcopolo China developed one coach in June 23. It was presented in Baswell in Brussels, and now they developed the second coach for Israel. And in Marcopolo Brazil, we are working either in a new hydrogen bus or to convert one of the electric prototypes that is there. Okay, now the benefit of having zero emission buses and their total cost of ownership. This is very a topic, very hot topic for many companies. This is a calculation, my calculations. Okay, so but this is related only to Volgren buses. No Marcopolo, no other buses in other jurisdiction. On average, the bus or the diesel bus replaced, it will reduce the emissions about 56 tons of CO2 per year. Okay, the table below is the total cost of ownership calculated in 10 years. The cost of the bus and the OPEX, the cost of the operation in 10 years. So this is normalized to the Volgren diesel bus. Volgren battery electric is 1.4 the cost of the diesel bus. The hydrogen, Volgren hydrogen fuel cell bus is 2.15 times the cost of the diesel bus. The cost of operation in 10 years for battery electric is 0.68 the cost of the diesel bus. And the fuel cell cost of operation is 0.76. This was calculated or updated this year. I present this one. This is a table summary, but it has a lot of calculations in terms of kilometers run, fuel cost, maintenance, replacement of fuel cell, replacement of batteries, engine, etc., etc. And the cost of the diesel bus operation is rising, is 1.49 times the cost of the diesel bus. So in other words, in 10 years' time, an operator or the owner of the bus is gonna pay 2.49 times the diesel bus in 10 years. Compared with battery electric at the moment is the winner, is 2.08 times the cost of the diesel bus. The fuel cell bus, since 2 years ago, it dropped the TCO a little bit, but is declining as long as the cost of the hydrogen is dropping. Okay. Now, the question is, will Australia decarbonize the heavy transport? Apologize for this one. This is my thought. I done a lot of studies of this one, and it's a big debate, this one. In Australia, there are 100,000 buses and 600 trucks registered. I'm talking about just the buses here. It's estimated that in 15 years, the ratio between in all the zero emission buses, battery electric is going to be around 60% and 40% roughly hydrogen. So to get net zero by 2050 in the bus industry only, we require to replace 60,000 and 40,000 fuel cell buses. In other words, 3,845 zero emission buses per year. In 26 years, we will get that figure. So, unfortunately, the bus manufacturing industry, it cannot cope with this one. The Australian bus manufacturer, it can supply mature technology, which is diesel still, around 600 to 1,000 buses a year. And Australia, unfortunately, is last in the queue when we raise the hand to buy buses to bus manufacturers. They say, yeah, no problem. You want 1,000? Yeah, no problem. You will get the 1,000 buses in 5 years' time, because we have many customers that are asking for 5,000 buses, for etc., etc. So it's a complicated situation. Now, today there is no plan in Australia to decarbonize the heavy transport. This is debatable, as I said. I know there are many projects, many people, and many colleagues that are doing very good job decarbonizing the trucks industry, retrofitting, and many other projects. But the question is enough to decarbonize the transport? Probably not. The plan, obviously in Australia, it has to include funding. And I was talking to Costa before. Funding is so essential. And the funding in Australia, the funding policies are not very friendly at this stage. They are increasing. It's not a complaint, but we need funding. We need funding to get those figures. So with the existing pace, we are not going to get net zero by 2050, unfortunately. But if we have money, funding, probably yes. Because the knowledge, the facility, and the interest to decarbonize the transport exist. Thank you very much.